if you are new to this series of building an e-learning application with the help of Flutter and Firebase, let me remind you that we have built a splash screen for a Udemy clone, and if I reload my entire application, now if you are new to this series, I recommend you to watch my previous video over building the splash screen of Udemy clone as well as the outline of our application. So in this video we are going to build a Google authentication for the user of our Udemy clone. So first thing first, you can move into your Cosplay.yaml file, and under your Cosplay.yaml file you can get the following dependencies, and similarly you can get Firebase auth and Firebase core for data submission into Firebase, and similarly a Google authentication dependency for the authentication of Google itself. So after getting all the dependencies, you can move into your main.dart file and configure your main method with the following code, which is widget_flutter_binding.ensure_initialize, and also you should be awaiting for the Firebase.initialize app. You can move into the landing page that we have built in our previous video. So here, besides this body, we can have a bottom navigation bar, and under this bottom app bar we can have a child to be a row. So here under this row we will have two buttons, which will be material button, which on press for now does nothing. It simply prints the statement, and similarly it will have a child to be text. So here under this text I will simply have a text, and similarly it will have some text styling. We can copy the single button, which is a material button, and paste it again one time, and also we can change the following text to be sign in. Let's have main axis alignment to our row. So here I can write main axis alignment, and also let's have some background color to our entire bottom app bar. I will simply write to be a color of colors.blue. Alright, so we have our bottom navigation bar here. So we can do one thing, that is remove the app bar from here, and under the container of body we can have a child to be a center, which will have a child as a size box, and under the size box we can have an height and width accordingly of 400, and also the size box will have a child to be an image. So here I will write image.asset, and into our image we can have a fit to our image. So here I will write fit to be box fit height. You can format document once. Cool. So after this fit we can have a color filter as well, that is a color blend mode. So here I will write color blend mode. So we can do one thing, that is give entire scaffold some color. So here I will simply write a background color to be colors.black. So here we will have a carousel in our latter lecture. Here under the sign in we will be needing a new screen so that the user shall be navigated to the sign in options. So here under this folder of screens we can create a new folder, and here under this folder we will have two files. Also here first thing first, we will have a stateful widget for it. So here I will write stl, and here we will have a page class name which is sign in itself, and instead of container we will have a scaffold. Cool. So here under this page we will have a body to be a container, and under this container we will have a decoration for the entire container. So here I will write box decoration, and under this image I will write a decoration image, and under this image we can fetch the image from the asset. So under this I will simply fetch the path. We can have a fit of box fit.fit height along with a color blend mode. So here I will write a color blend mode, that is a color filter to be color filter.mode, and under this mode we can have a color and blend mode as well. So here in the place of color I will write colors.black54, and under the blend mode I can write blend mode.darken. Cool. So here under this page we will have our latter screens as well. So under our landing page on signing up it's doing nothing, so let's do one thing, that is assign a navigator. Alright, so let's get navigated to the next page. So this is our next screen where we will be building all the sign up option. So under the sign up option we can have a child to our container to be under a center, and under the center we will have a child to be a column. Cool. So first thing first, we will have a cross axis alignment to be a cross axis alignment of center, and similarly for main axis alignment to be a main axis alignment dot center. Alright, so here under the section of children we will have a text to be sign in along with some styling, and also we will have all the other buttons for signing option. So here I will write a flat button dot icon, and also under this icon we will have an icon, and the icon shall be from the UI icon that we have gotten the dependency under our perfect.yaml file, and similarly a label, and the text shall be signed in with Google. So here I will have a color to be colors.white, and here on pressing it we will simply print a statement. Press Ctrl and S. Alright, so we have our sign in with Google option here up and ready. So we can do one thing, that is copy the flat icon button, but before that we can have a padding to our flat button icon from bottom. So here I will write padding from only from bottom, 15 shall be enough. Cool, so we can just copy the following padding, paste it twice and change all the icons. So here I will write Facebook, and here I will change it to Facebook. Similarly for Apple, and for the case of apples we can have icons from font asm icon dot apple. Alright, so here I will write apple, press Ctrl and S. Alright, so we have all our options up and ready. So we can do one thing, that is give some padding to our text. So here I will simply give it a padding from bottom. Alright, so we have all of our options up and ready. Now it may look ugly for now, but of no worries, we will fix it later. So here we will have all our options as well as a sign-in screen, but we can do one thing, that is also assign a text here for creating a new account. So let's do that. And so here under this button we will simply navigate the user to the next screen. So here I will add the navigator dot push replacement to the next screen, which is our sign up screen. So here I will add page transition, and under our page transition we will have a child sign up screen, but we don't have the screen yet, so let's build up that. So here under our sign up screen we can have a STL, which is stateful widget as well, and also here I will write sign up. Cool, so here I will simply write sign up. Also we will have a type to it. So we have our button here, so let's get some padding from left. Alright, so we have all our options up and ready, which may look ugly for now. Alright, format document once. So here now on pressing this button nothing is happening because we haven't assigned any method to it. So let's build up that. So under your project folder, under the services, so under the project folder under services you can create a new file for authentication. Alright, so here I will simply write a new class which will be authentication. Alright, so under this class we will simply have a future method first, and the future method shall be in the form of string. So here I will simply give it a name to our future method of Google Sign-in, and the following Google Sign-in method shall be asynchronous for now. So under this Google Sign-in method we will simply need an instance of Google Sign-in as well as Firebase as well. So let's build up that. So here I will simply have a final variable for Google Sign-in to be a Google Sign-in, which should be equal to Google Sign-in itself. Alright, and once we have got our Google Sign-in, we will simply have a next method as well, but we have same names. So let's make it private, and also I will have Firebase auth, which will be equal to Firebase auth.instance. So now we can do one thing, that is create a new final variable for Google Sign-in account, which will be equal to Google Sign-in account, which shall be equal to under await state for Google Sign-in account, that is Google Sign-in dot sign in, and after that we will have a final variable for Google Sign-in authentication, which will be simply equal to Google Sign-in authentication, and it will simply await dot authentication. And once we have our authentication up and ready, we will have a new final variable under a class for the auth credentials, which will be equal to auth credentials, and the following auth credentials, it will have a Google Auth provider, and from the Google provider we will simply have all the credentials. Alright, so under this we will have an access token from Google Sign-in authentication.access token, and similarly for ID token to be Google Sign-in authentication.id token. Format document first. We can have our next step, which is simply creating a final variable for user credentials. So here I will write user credential to be equal to user credential, and this user credential shall be await for the Firebase auth. So here I will write Firebase auth dot sign in with credentials. Alright, so under the place of credentials we will have our auth credentials. So let's give the auth credential to it, and once we have a user credentials up from Google Sign-in account into our Firebase, we can simply create a new user. So here I will create a new user to be user, and this user will be simply taking the auth credentials. So here I will simply write user credentials dot user. Cool. So once we have our user class up and ready, we can simply assert whether our email address and name is empty or not. So here I will simply write user dot display name should not be equal to null, and similarly I will simply assert a new statement for user dot email should not be equal to null. Cool. So after the following assertions of display name and email ID, we can simply have our final user to be a current user, and for the following current user we will simply have our Firebase auth dot current user. So once we have our current user up and ready, we can have a new assertion statement, and we can assert if the current user's user ID, that is UID, should be equal to the user that we have confronted from the Firebase user ID. So here I will simply write error occurred or any sort of thing. So this was all about for having our Google authentication. So let's press Ctrl and S. So under our sign in options, under our Google sign in, we can first of all create an instance of the authentication class. So here I will write authentication to be authentication is equal to authentication. Alright, so here after pressing over our Google sign in options, we can await for the following assertion, that is on pressing the following button, which will be asynchronous. So here I will simply write authentication dot Google sign in. Cool. Press Ctrl and S. So this was all about for our Google sign in. Now the only thing is remaining is about configuring our Firebase. So let's do that. So under my Firebase, so I have already configured my Udemy clone with Firebase. Now you should watch this video for configuring your Firebase with your Flutter application, and in our case which is Udemy clone. So under the type of authentication, we can simply set up a new sign in method. So let's set it up. So here under our sign in providers, we can simply enable our Google sign in authentication to be enabled, and here I can simply press save. Alright, you can refresh one more time. So under our users tab, we have nothing for now, that is no users are authenticated from here. So let's get our user authenticated with Firebase. So here under our Flutter applications, we can do one thing, that is exit our entire application and reload it once. So let's do that. Alright, so our application is loaded once again, and also sign in with Google. Alright, so here we have our pop-up window for our authentication with Google. So here I have one of my email. So if I choose this, alright, so let's check our Firebase console. So in this way we have created a sign in with Google along with a Google Auth provider with our Firebase. So before ending this video, let's do one thing, that is create exact same screen on our next sign in option as well. So here I can simply copy the entire container and paste it under our sign up page. I will simply have a body, and under this body I can paste everything. Let's get all the dependencies that you will be needing here, and similarly for our new authentication class. So here we will have the authentication as well. So here I will simply write authentication should be equal to the new authentication, but before that let's import it. So here we can also import our font type awesome icons. Press Ctrl and S, and here I will simply write sign in. So here we have our sign up page as well, where the user can log in if he already has an account, else he can create a new account after signing with Google. So my friends, this was all about for today. That is, we have successfully created Google authentication for the user along with a Firebase auth provider. So in the next tutorial, we are going to navigate the user to the home screen, and similarly we will be creating a home screen for our user as well, so that he will be seeing all the other tabs, that are all other 4 tabs. So if you love this tutorial, kindly like this video. Also, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe if you find something meaningful. So I will see you in the next one with having some homepage option to our Udemy clone along with one of the tabs. So I will see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.